Transform a plain turkey breast into something spectacular and easy enough for a beginner to master. A turkey breast roulade with a compound herb butter flavored with orange zest, sage, parsley, and rosemary, and topped with prosciutto stuffing. Roasted until golden brown and served with a silky gravy made from the meat juices and freshly squeezed orange juice. This recipe for turkey roulade is beyond delicious. This recipe moves pretty fast, so if you're going to bake it the same day you're preparing it, preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's prepare the compound butter. You will need 1½ stick of butter, or 12 ounces depending upon the size of your turkey breast too. And make sure your butter is at room temperature. Add 1 teaspoon of black pepper and 1½ teaspoons of salt. Next, fold in the herbs. I have 3 tablespoons of combined parsley, basil, and sage, and ½ tablespoon of chopped rosemary. Now, for that wonderful aroma, zest 1 orange. Make sure not to zest the white part, as that has quite a bit of a bitter taste. Fold until the softened butter, herbs, and the zest are thoroughly combined. Set it aside. We will come back to it in just a minute. You will need a whole boneless butterfly turkey breast, which refers to the 2 breasts of 1 turkey, with the skin connecting them. A butcher can help with deboning and butterflying your meat. Place turkey breast skin side down on a cutting board and open it like a book. Cover it with plastic wrap. With the flat side of the meat mallet, pound to an even thickness, about 3/4 inch. Remove the plastic wrap and season with salt and pepper. Flip the turkey skin side up and place 2 tablespoons of the butter mixture under the skin. And use your fingers to spread it all around. Flip it over and slather the remaining seasoned butter all over it. When working with poultry, make sure to wash your hands often. Arrange the prosciutto on top to totally cover the meat and butter mixture. Starting at one long end of the turkey breast, roll the meat up to make a compact cylindrical roulade. Ending with the seam side down. Tie the roulade tightly with kitchen twine at 2 or 2½ inch intervals to ensure that it will roast evenly. Slip a sage leaf under each twine down the center of the roulade. This recipe is perfect because you can prepare it 1 to 2 days in advance. Just cover it tightly with plastic wrap and place it in the fridge. The day when you plan to bake it, take it out of the fridge 1 hour in advance prior to baking it so it comes to room temperature. Just make sure you're adding the sage leaves the day you are cooking the turkey. This turkey roulade is actually better if you assemble it in advance, because all the flavors marinate the turkey and it tastes even better. On the day you're going to bake the turkey roulade, prepare your safe oven pan. Now you can be all fancy and buy a roasting pan, but you really don't have to, and let me show you a trick. Place a few thickly sliced onions and carrots on top of your pan. Then put your turkey roulade seen side down on top of your veggies. This way, the meat will roast evenly and won't boil in its own juices. Pour 1 cup of water or stock in the roasting pan. Make sure you don't pour it over the turkey. Otherwise, your breast will steam and not roast, and you won't have that crispy top. Sprinkle the skin on top with a pinch of salt and black pepper. This is going in a 400 degrees Fahrenheit preheated oven for a little over an hour, or until the skin is golden brown and the internal temperature is 150 degrees Fahrenheit. It is very important to baste your turkey roulade every 15 minutes. I'm using my tablespoon today, but if you have any recommendations for a good, easy to clean baster, let me know in the comments. A 3.7 pounds turkey like mine took exactly 1 hour and 15 minutes. Remove from the oven and cover it with foil. Allow to rest for 10 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, let's prepare the sauce. In a pan, strain the juices from the pan and the juice of the 1 orange that we zested earlier. Bring them to a boil and simmer for roughly 10 minutes. Take it off the heat and transfer it to a serving saucer. At this point, the turkey roulade has had the time to rest. Remove the strings, and using a serrated knife, slice crosswise in 1/2 inch thick slices. This roulade is perfectly cooked, and letting it rest was the key because the meat is now so juicy and tender. Transfer your slices carefully to a serving platter. And let me show you a few tricks on how to make this presentable and looking like $1 million. Use some orange slices for a pop of color, some sage leaves, rosemary. Scatter a handful of cranberries around, and 2 small bunches of parsley. Basically the same ingredients that you used to marinate the roulade. Now look at this. Isn't it beautiful? And let's not forget about our homemade gravy that will take this turkey roulade to a whole nother level. Imagine turkey this delicious in less than 2 hours. Once you prepare a turkey roulade like that, you will never go the old way again. Enjoy. See you next time.